Hello, Aquarius. Hi, my name is B, just in case if you clicked on my face and you don't know who I am. If you're accustomed to being here, welcome back. So it is about the second week. Is it the second week, bitch? Yeah, like the second week of December. As we close down 2025, I just want to do a quick little like tap in of what 2025 could give. I am doing personal 2025 readings. So, if you would like one, you can drop down below in the description box. I am open for personal readings. Excuse me, that's disgusting. Sorry. I'm battling some cold and flu. Bitch, it's cold outside. Bitch, what you want me to do? Okay, I am doing 2025 readings. You can find those in the description box. I know it's the holiday season, bitch. We balling on a budget. Okay, so Shop Pay is definitely available for like 4 installments of like 30 some dollars. So you can still get your reading if you want it for cheap. Hey, so I'm for the people. What can I say? Like, share, subscribe. Of course, I am doing tarot classes come January the 7th. I didn't say that in my other video, but I am doing tarot classes come January the 7th. My Patreon can also be found down below in the description box. Bitch, is that everything? I think it is. All right, so enough of my blabbering. Let's start on why the girls are here. Okay, this is gonna be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements, Aquarius stelliums, and or maybe if you just resonate with Aquarius energy, bitch, whatever. Maybe you just clicked on my face and wanted to see what I had to say. Anyway, we're going to start with a couple of oracles. I do have my Hip Hop Queens deck. I have the Divine Wisdom deck. And I'm going to definitely use some money cards. I haven't had to use any tarot so far in my previous videos, so we'll see. But if I feel guided to do that, then we'll do that. I don't want these videos to be super long either, so this will be about 15-20 minutes. And again, if you just feel like, okay, this resonated, I want a personal reading so I can set myself up to maximize the potential of my 2025, like I said, check down below in the description box. All right, officially shutting the fuck up. Let's pull an oracle card or two for 2025 for my Aquarius babies, my Aquarius peoples, my Aquarius placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What oracle card do we have for the theme or the overall energy of 2025? Emotions. Okay, Aquarius. I feel like y'all shaking in y'all boots right now by hearing me say that. But I like this. Give me one more card. Okay. What else? Give me something else with the emotions. I like this Janae Aiko card though, because the Janae Aiko card for emotions is a card to tell you don't be afraid to embrace your emotions, but don't embrace them so much to where you kind of go into this emo bag. Aquarius, I feel like you know exactly what I'm talking about too. Like I think you know exactly what I mean by that. Instinct with the Lotto card. Okay, so we have Janae Aiko, we have Lotto. Emotions and instinct. In 2025, it'll be very important for you to tap into your emotions because it will help you with your sense of instincts. Aquarius, y'all can be so, excuse me, or should I say we as an Aquarius, Venus, and Rising, but excuse me, Aquarius, y'all can be so detached sometimes emotionally when it's not that you're emotionless, okay? You just value logic over the emotion. It take a real special type motherfucker to kind of stir up your emotions and to be able to know you emotionally, all right? But again, leaning too much into your emotions can drown out your instinct. You want to listen to your discernment. You don't want to go into this woe is me, everyone hates me, I want to my mom, I want to my dad. Like, you don't, it's not that deep, it's not that serious. You know what I'm saying? You can be so in your head to where when you shift to your emotions, it's like you be confused on how to navigate. Okay? Lean into your emotions. It's okay to have them. You know what I'm saying? Janae Aiko is a very, very big pillar of that, right? How many songs do we have about being triggered? Heartbreak. You Should Have Called Me is still one of my favorite songs by Janae Aiko, but it's mostly all emotional. She's a very emotional being. She's not afraid of showing her emotions and afraid of showing her vulnerability, right? But again, like I said, there's a very thin line between, okay, I'm feeling my emotions, I'm processing my emotions, I'm understanding why I feel what I feel, I am feeling them, because that's the key. Y'all think about your feelings. You have to feel them, not think about them. I don't, you can't smoke and then numb your emotions, but then now you thinking about how sad it made you, but you don't really feel how sad it made you. Feel it. Put the blunt down, put the bottle down, put the games down, put the phone down, get off TikTok. Really sit with yourself, sit with your emotions, and move through them. Bottom of the deck card, we do have the Lizzo card for self-love. So self-love is going to be a very, very, very big thing for you in 2025 when it comes to self-nurturing and regulating your own emotions, self-regulation. Okay, like I said, you want to listen to the instinct, right? The lotto card is about listening to your instincts. It's not about what nobody else tell you or how anybody else advise you. What do you want to do, right? If you're a bit familiar with Lotto's story, I think that was similar to her story too, where yeah, you can have a team of people telling you to do this and do that, and I think even she, has mentioned before in her music, like I've fallen out with my daddy because even my dad was trying to tell me how to do this and how to do that, and I did what I wanted to do because I do what I want to do. I'm following my instincts, right? Even as much as she fought against changing her name, she eventually had to change her name. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because of instinct. Maybe after instinct, it realized to her, dawned on her, well, I can't keep going against my fan base. I can't keep going against the public eye because I'm in the public eye. So if I want to thrive, I'm going to have to eat cheese, which means even though I feel like I don't have to change my name, y'all hoes are about to bully me out my name, instinctually, I need to change his name or it might be a problem later down the line. She could have been in her feelings about it, right? Been mad, oh, y'all just want to bully me, y'all think y'all gonna punk me. You had to make an executive decision. This ain't about pride, ego. This ain't about y'all punking me out, nothing. Bitch, you gotta change his name. Or either they can just stop buying your shit and stop streaming you. Right? So it kind of give that. She made that name under self-love. You know what I'm saying? Because that was her trying to embrace something. It backfired though, right? So again, this energy already this year kind of already feels like Aquarius. Are you going to wallow in it? Or are you going to use your instinct and make the best decision with what you got? You going to keep hiding your emotions and acting like, I don't care. I'm a roll my problems in a blunt and everything and just going to roll off my back like water on a duck? Or you going to do something about it? Are you going to nurture your feelings? When you tap into your feelings, are you going to go way to the other side? That was said, Aquarius, you know what I mean by that. I don't even know all the words to formulate, but you know exactly what I mean by that. Where when you embrace your emotions, you can see yourself way too far left. Then it turns into people don't like me. People don't care for me. I'm the black sheep. I'm this, I'm that. Just like I think Megan is a good example of that, right? When we watched her documentary and she had just this overwhelming feeling emotionally of everyone hates me. Everyone hates me. No one likes me. The world is against me. And of course she had a reason, you know what I'm saying, being on the internet. But again, you either gonna wallow in it or you gonna nurture yourself through it, right? With this Lizzo card. Girl, everybody don't hate you, but again, so much love come with what? So much hate. You're the Megan Thee Stallion. People want a reason to be ugly because their life sucks. Hello? Do I need to say that again? People need a reason to be ugly because their life sucks. Right? So are you going to make this feel like, oh, everyone hates me? Woe is me. Oh, I'm just poor me, oh me. Or are you going to boss your life up? You going to allow your emotions to empower you or disempower you? Remember, Pluto is in Aquarius. So this season, the entire 2025, is very, very, very impactful for y'all, for us in general right now. Because there's a major, major transformation going on with all Aquarius natives and placements right now. With Pluto finally shifting for good into Aquarius. So again, you either going to keep doing what you've been doing, or you're going to change it up, you're going to switch it up. It kind of just depends on which one you want to do. What do you instinctually feel like you should do? I feel like also it's important to gauge, is this instinctual or is this just the cycle that you've been in, right? Make sure you watch that. Sometimes the instinctual thing to do is rooted in what always has been done, which is kicking yourself while you're down, numbing your emotions, acting like you don't have any emotions, not nurturing your own emotions, not loving on your own self. Sometimes that feels like the most instinctual thing to do. That feels like the most instinctual choice, even if it's not always the most instinctual choice. Even if that's not always the thing that needs to be done. So it kind of just depends on what side of the fence you want to be on here. Let me see what we have at the bottom of the deck. We do have style and we have sexuality. So I like this for you. You have style and you have sexuality with salt and pepper. So I feel like don't be surprised also if you kind of change your style this year, or if like the way that you dress, the way that you kind of go about wearing your clothes or what you like might change. But then things with your sexuality might change. Like you might feel more sexual. You know, Salt and Pepper was very outwardly sexual, you know, not in a very vulgar way, but you could pick up what they was putting down, right? So it kind of feels like that. Don't be afraid if that's something that, you know, kind of comes up where you just like, actually, I like you and I like you and I like you. What y'all, hello? What you trying to do? What you trying to get at? Okay, let's see. Give me some more oracle cards for 2025. What do we have? What do we have? We have influencer, we have karma, we have coffin, we have baby, and serendipity. Okay. Reciprocity. So you have two cards in 2025 about getting in return what you put out. Okay, so it's going to be very important. Bottom of the deck card, we do have the reciprocity card. And out here on the spread, we do have the karma card, which actually says the same exact thing. The reciprocity card says, give the energy and love that you wish to receive. Give from an open heart, not for something in return. Sharing the same energy and intention. This karma card says, get what you get is directly related to what you're giving. Receiving karma, clearing debt, balance restored, events happening related to something you did in the past. So whatever you did this year, and I think this is very funny too, because y'all are ruled by Saturn. So it very much give karma. It very much give what you put out is what you get back, in a very highest degree. Okay, but this makes me feel like, especially with this self-love card, it kind of gives what you pour into yourself, you'll see reflected back into your reality. So the more you stifle your emotions and act like you don't have any emotions, the more you neglect, thank you, Spirit, the more you neglect your own emotional self, the more you might attract people into the world that's also emotionally neglecting you. Be very, 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 very careful about that. Again, Pluto in Aquarius, Pluto is asking you, you're either going to be empowered by what's going on or disempowered by what's going on. But there's an end of a cycle that has to go, regardless. So that way something new can be birthed. In 2025, that will be the theme for you. Okay. Some of you will reap good rewards though, right? The serendipity card, wish fulfillment, synchronicities, divine alignment, reaping rewards. So for some of you, if you can really put in the work to end this cycle, you'll see it given back to you. A good example of that, again, like I said, is let's use love, right? If you putting love out into the world, or if you want romance, are you romancing yourself? Are you loving on yourself? It's very easy to just want somebody to love me. Oh, I just want somebody to love me. But do you love you? Are you putting that into yourself so you can see that reflected into your reality? Are you putting love into the world? Maybe it's not that you don't love you, but maybe it's just you just so ugly and nasty with other people. And that's not all of y'all, but some of y'all, as much as y'all are of a humanitarian sign, y'all don't like humans. So are you putting love out into the world so you can receive that back, or are you being ugly to other people? Are you putting love out in the world and speaking positivity and power and encouragement to other people and influence and being an inspiration to other people, or are you just being an asshole? Because whichever one you put out into the world is what you're going to get back. Whichever one you pour into yourself is what you're going to see reflected into your immediate reality. So it just depends on what you want. how you want this to show up. You even have the influencer card. The influencer card, powerful, positive influencer, passionate leader, strong speaker, and inspiration, right? So this is the time to really think about who you want to show up as, especially, like I said, because Pluto was in Aquarius. So there's a lot of changes. There's a lot going on right now with y'all. Transforming your emotional self, making sure that you're listening more to your instincts. Is this an emotion? Is this anxiety? Or is this actually my instinct? Is this my sense of discernment? Do I think this person playing me? Or am I just clinging to the past hurt? Is this discernment? Is this a red flag? Or am I just listening to anxiety? It'll be very, very important to make sure you're discerning which is the two. I feel like unspoken, a lot of you will definitely be an inspiration to others. And a lot of you will be inspired by others. I'm kind of getting that too, looking at these cards. Just as much as you might be an influence, you might feel influenced by others. And that's really, really good. Okay? Making sure that you do right by people is going to be really big too. Here. In 2025. Where will Saturn be? Will Saturn still be in Pisces? I think so. Making sure that you do right by other folks. Okay? Because again, make sure you clear your debt. I feel like, again, anything that's done 2025 is really a good time to right any wrongs and to really put an ending to anything that isn't really serving you. Okay? So again, if you have literal debt, okay, make sure you pay that shit off. Because I'm seeing that come back up too. You might have some people to pay because you've been feeling like, oh, I ain't got to pay them, or I've been dodging. Expect for them to be blowing your phone up in 2025. If there's any conflict, any issues that's come up during this time, it's time to really put it to rest. Apologize, make amends, put that shit to bed. Because the longer you keep running from stuff, Aquarius, the longer it'll keep chasing you. This is a never-ending loop you're going to find yourself in 2025. Put it to bed. Put it to rest. If there's any grief that you need to do, a passing of a loved one, an ending of a connection, grieving connection, actually do it right. Because the more you try to run and avoid from it, or, oh, I don't see the emotion, you know what I'm saying, that you had a passing in the family, you just been numbing yourself, trying not to cry about it, or, you know what I'm saying, to break up or whatever, and you acting like, oh, I'm just too tough, that shit gonna come back and bite you in your ass every time. Don't shoot the messenger. Hands up, don't shoot the messenger. Okay, but you have two cards of what you put out, you get back. It's making sure that you have really good intentions by people, making sure that the people you affiliate with have good intentions for you also, making sure that you're giving and receiving with an open heart, and making sure that, again, what you do for people, you're pure. Don't do nothing for nobody because you feel like you got something in return. If you got fucked up motives, don't do it. If you don't have good intentions, don't do it. And making sure that people around you also have that. Because I feel like you might have some people that come around, some shit from the past people, past friends, and it's going to be important that you use your instincts to understand and know where these people at, who they are, and if they're genuine or not. If they are reciprocating and willing to reciprocate what you give. That's going to come with your emotions, though. Making sure that, like I said, you don't sway one side to the other. You might miss somebody. And it's like, oh, I enjoy that my friend's back. Oh, my friend's back. We're connecting again. My ex back. We connecting again. But are y'all on the same page? Do you guys have good intentions? Are y'all doing right by each other? Because you might cloud yourself and put the rose-colored glasses on. That's why I said, Aquarius, y'all can act very detached. People don't know it take a special kind of motherfucker to get to you close. And then when they get close to you, you get to acting like you're not one of the smartest motherfuckers in the room. You get to acting like you're one of the slowest. Just saying. So making sure that you can find a balance with that. Don't be so excited and roped up in the emotion that you not listening to your intuition when it comes to these people to say, okay, these folks are back, but what the fuck do they want? Why are they here? What do they want from me? What role are they trying to play in my life? Am I okay with that? Okay? But don't lean too much to the emotion either that you fuck up something. You might have some people that come into your life that really care about you. But see, then you be acting so detached and so, oh, I don't give a fuck about nothing, to where you might fuck up your blessing. Because you feel like I'm just too cool, too powerful. I don't need nobody. Yeah, okay. And then you fuck up your good thing. You're going to be sad for real. Then you thinking you moping. You thinking you emotional and on some emo. I want to my mom. I want to my dad. You're going to really feel like that then. Because then you're going to really start to feel more isolated, and more alone than you already originally felt. Let's clarify a couple of things. What is the karma card? What are they getting back? What's coming back around? What are they getting back? Or what is this karma? What's coming back around? Turtle. So this might be somebody who moves slow. This might be slow progress. This might be something that happens very slow. This does feel like somebody. Bottom of the deck, you have the hope and the faith card. So this does feel like someone with this turtle card. Someone who might move slow. Something that might needs to happen slowly. Okay, it says just getting by, slow but steady progress, consistency, patience, and going with the flow. So again, this could be somebody who likes to go with the flow. This could be someone who is just slow moving, like a Taurus or something, like just a real slow poke kind of energy. But this is something you need to have faith on. Give me one more card for this. Side hustle, making money. Why? Yeah. So it's giving you have a lot of things. This isn't even narrowing it down to just one, but a couple of things. Intuitively, I do pick up a person specifically, but this also feels just like money. I feel like a lot of the things that you're working toward, putting out in the universe, might be slow to come back to you. Okay. Some things you'll be asked to take your time with. So again, if it's a particular somebody, take your time. Go with the flow. Don't try to rush nothing. You don't need to go into it like, oh, what is this and what is we? Just let things slowly develop on their own. Okay? A lot of the times, again, it's very black and white with y'all, Aquarius. You can either push it out and push it away, or you draw it in and you want to cling to it and then you want to keep it forever. It's like, find a balance within that. Slow but steady progress is still progress. Focus on your money, right? For others of you, this is your money. And you might feel like, damn, I'm acquiring my bag a little slowly. It's fine. It's coming though. Don't allow that to get you in your feelings. Don't allow that to make you sad. Don't allow that to make you feel like, oh, things aren't happening for me. That's not true at all. It's just happening slowly, which is good, right? Just as fast as shit come, it can go just as fast. So make sure you're taking time with the slow things, so that way when it's time for the slow things to come in, they'll be here already. You don't got to worry about, oh, I got this money so fast, but then I can lose it just as fast. That's the thing with fast money. Give me this baby. What is this new energy? What is this birth of energy? Is this a literal child? Is this an idea? Is this a concept? Is this definitely an idea? It's definitely an idea. I feel like you're going to be, like I said, kind of coming into a birth of a new sense of self. With this baby card, this clarified by the crown chakra here. So again, I do feel like this is downloads, this is ideas, this is you being spiritually guided. So again, you might end 2025 a completely different person than you started it, thanks to Pluto being in Aquarius. There's going to be some transformations. There's some end of a cycles. There's some ways and things that you've been thinking about and how you've been doing shit, and it's time for all of that shit to shift. It doesn't work for you anymore. It hasn't been working for you anymore. You're going to have a whole new rule book to be trying to abide by and follow lists and shit from. You're going to have more standards. I feel like you'll have a different set of values and morals and like a different code of ethics. So you'll be spiritually rebirthed is what this is given. You will not end the year the same person you started the year as. This is for sure. I'm also seeing you having a different support team. So again, you'll come out of the year with new family, new friends, maybe even an increase of followers if you're on social media, and if you're putting yourself out there like that. Because again, I do have the influencer card. So maybe some of you are finally on social media. Maybe if you already are on social media, maybe you're thinking about like really putting yourself out there a little bit more, becoming a literal influencer or something like that. And for there, you'll grow a support system, a team. People of followers, support, mutual support, people who are loyal, family, friends, right? People who genuinely love you for you. But that is going to be based and rooted in your self-love. You can't get love without loving yourself. You have to love yourself first. And then you can see the love being reflected in your reality, right? But it starts within. So if you neglecting yourself, like I said, if you neglecting yourself physically, you'll attract people who's neglecting you. If you neglecting yourself emotionally, you're gonna attract other people to you who are also neglecting you emotionally. But then when you learn how to nurture yourself emotionally, tap in with your emotions, love on yourself, then you'll attract more people into your life who say, you know what, I accept you. You know what I'm saying? I love you unconditionally. Flaws and all. I know you get on my goddamn nerves, Aquarius. I know I get on yours. But we love each other, and I'm not going nowhere. We locked in for life. You my dog for life. You got a friend in me forever. So let's jump in with some money cards. Miscalculation was the first card that fell out, so I'll keep it. Give us some money and some finance career cards for 2025. What do we have going on 2025? One last card. If you made it this far watching my channel, I really appreciate it. All right, first card out, we have miscalculation. Taking responsibility for your mistakes is a good sign to start all over again. Ain't that what it is? Ain't that the same with this coffin card? Taking responsibility for your mistakes is a good sign to start all over again. Learn from the lesson and use them for better judgment. Don't be afraid to make any mistakes. Okay, Aquarius. I feel like that could be something else that put you in your feelings too and kind of put you in your emo bag. Because it's like, damn, I just made a mistake. Don't be afraid to make a mistake and learn from them. What did this teach you? Again, don't wallow in it. Don't sit here and act like, oh, well, no, what did it teach you? What are you learning? And how are you now using yourself as a conduit for inspiration for others? How are you putting it out into the world for others so they can learn that lesson, so you can be an influencer, so you can be an inspiration? Traveler, it says there's an opportunity for you to travel for work or business. You might be attending a convention or training, a training that will enhance your skills. So don't be afraid to travel. I already told myself that I know I wanted to network and travel for 2025. So again, maybe that's something else that you've been thinking about, where you kind of want to travel. Again, don't be afraid to really put yourself out there, right? That's how you can also garner a little more of a team, right? You never know what people might know. You never know who they know. You know what I'm saying? So making sure that you put yourself in there. Don't be afraid to travel to network. Don't be afraid to travel to making sure that you're getting your career in these and getting these opportunities. Okay, it says clever. Working smart gets the work done. Focus on the basics to get you better solutions. Sometimes you just need to keep it simple. Ain't that what I just said? I've been saying it the whole time. Y'all can be so analytical. Y'all can be so logical. Right? Don't overthink it. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? You know the right answer. You know what to do. Do not get so in your head that now you're again drowning out your instincts. That's why you have to connect with your emotions this year. Connecting with your emotions will help you connect with your instincts. But when you so in your head all the time and you don't know what your inner discernment is, you'll have a tendency to kind of overthink things and then second guess if you know the right answer or not. I feel like with finances and career, y'all might be a little bit stressed. Y'all got two cards with people who got hands on their head. When it comes to money, you do have the bothered card. Don't let fear of failure, don't fear failure, but be afraid of regret. Your worries are blocking your success. Remind yourself that you are greatness and stay optimistic. Okay, so this is going to be very interesting. Again, there's a fear of making mistakes. There's a fear of failure. I feel like, again, you might be the only one standing in your own way. Again, do not allow your emotions to get the best of you. How are you leaning more into self-love during this time? Reminding yourself that you can do it. Reminding yourself that it is going to happen for you. Maybe you already started and you're in this turtle card here feeling like, damn, but shit is just getting by. I'm just barely getting by when it comes to this. I'm not thriving. I'm not doing the damn thing. I'm not passing with flying colors. It's like, okay, but you're not failing either, though. For some of you, you're moving slow because you do have a fear of failure. You do have a fear of making mistakes. Learn from them. Don't allow the fear to run you. You got to run the fear, right? So again, whatever you put out into the world is what you're getting back. If you putting out fear into the world, you're going to always feel like things are moving slow, things are stifled, because you're moving out of fear. We all know that. But are you putting confidence into the world? Are you putting positivity into the world? Are you encouraging yourself? speaking powerfully and positively over your life, or are you falling victim to these fears? Feeling like you're not going to be successful, it's not going to be successful, it's not going to happen for you. Okay. Marketing, you are good at promotions. Apply different marketing strategies to grow your business and continue to innovate to attract more sales. Okay, so again, for some of you, like I said, this is kind of starting a business. Like I said, you kind of doing something, but it might be moving slow. Okay, making sure that you're marketing yourself. I feel like in 2025, a lot of this fear and worry is coming because, for one, you doubting yourself. You know what I'm saying? You kind of in your emo bag again. So make sure you watch out for that. Don't get in no emo bag. This is the time to really make sure you're releasing that shit in the dead skin. No more talking down to yourself. No more talking negative to yourself. This is the time to encourage yourself, empower yourself, tell you that you can, you are, you will, you do, you can, you could, you have, you should, and you would. Goddamn, all of the above. Okay, because you're gonna stand in your own way in 2025. You are standing in your own way in 2025. Okay, so making sure that you're listening and keeping connected to your crown chakra because you're being spiritually guided to have a birth of a new sense of self so that all of these things can kind of come together so that way you could travel for these things. How are you going to be able to travel to do that? By marketing. But you got to put yourself out there. Be good at marketing. People can't see you. Then people might want to see you and say, hey, Aquarius, I really like that thing you did on YouTube. I really like that speech that you gave over on TikTok or whatever. And I think you would be great at speaking at our convention. Awesome. I think I would be too. But it's going to start with you, though, and making sure that you get outside of yourself. Okay? There is no room for fear. Period. What if you fail? Yeah, but what if you fucking fly? Have you thought of that? No? I didn't think you did. Okay? So it's very, very, very important to make sure that you get these things together. If you made it this far to my channel and my video, I deeply, deeply, deeply appreciate it. Again, my name is B, just in case if you forgot. And yeah, I have personal readings down below in the description box if this resonated. If you feel like, oh my God, they just gave me my life and got me really amped for the next year, and I just really would love to know like what life has in store for me so I can maximize the potential, definitely drop down below in the description box. Check out my website. Again, Shop Pay is available for that. And yeah, I hope y'all have a great holiday season, Aquarius. Okay. Cash App a Sagittarius $500 if you know one, because happy motherfucking birthday. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Y'all stay safe, stay warm, and until next time, bye.